The ultimate key for the 2025 New York Jets. Will it be successful? Because if this element of this football team takes a huge step this season, I am telling you guys right now, this is what is going to make or break the success of the New York Jets this season. I'm excited to break this down here on Jets Media. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe here to Jets Media. We got content all throughout the offseason as all of a sudden training camp is going to be right around the corner. We're going to blink our eyes and training camp starts, which means preseason begins. We get the 53-man roster, and then all of a sudden we're at week number 1. Taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, which reminds me, Jets Media Day tickets are on sale right now, okay? There has been an influx of people reaching out about tickets because of Aaron Rodgers being the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So if you guys want to come through to witness Justin Fields take on Aaron Rodgers in the first game of the season at MetLife Stadium this year, I am hosting the ultimate Jets game day experience. Jets Media Day tickets are down below in the description. Email me if you have any questions about it. We're really excited about it, folks. You get all the details on the website. Now, the part of this video that we're going to be diving deep into, as you can tell by the thumbnail, it's going to be the running game. Breece Hall, Braelon Allen, Justin Fields in particular. Gotta, of course, talk about Isaiah Davis and even Donovan Edwards, okay? And the offensive line, it's all coming together. The run game is going to be the most important element of this football team. And I'm here to tell you guys, if this Jets running game is not successful and they don't show signs of improvement than where they were last year in particular, the last 2 years, the running game for the New York Jets has been awful. If the run game can be one of the better run games in the NFL, that is the key for the success of this football team. And I'm here to tell you, the New York Jets have everything they need on paper to pull off a very good run game. And it starts with Justin Fields. And that's the unique thing about this football team is us Jets fans we can think about what this offense is going to look like based off of what Justin Fields did with Chicago, based off what he did, a very small sample size, with Pittsburgh. But we have no idea what to expect as a Jets fan because we've never had a quarterback like Justin Fields just from the mobility element alone. Okay, there's going to be a whole running type of playbook that involves designed quarterback runs within the playbook. He is going to be a huge reason why this Jets football team is going to be able to rush the football. And then on top of that, you add in Breece Hall, who is destined to break out this season because of him entering a contract year. He knows if he wants to get paid the big bucks one day, this is the time for Breece Hall. And I think him being on a contract year, hearing his name in trade talks, that's going to light a fire underneath Breece. Because please, if you're a Jets fan, do not forget the dominance of Breece Hall in his first 5 or 6 games of his rookie season before he tore his ACL. Okay, ever since that ACL injury happened, he came back that following year, second in the NFL in scrimmage yards. And then this past season, year 3, you can argue a disappointing year. But it was a disappointing year for the entire roster. Okay, I really don't think it was just Breece. There was just something bad about last year. I still believe in Breece Hall, and now that he has Justin Fields as his quarterback, and he's entering a contract year, and he got Brilen Allen, and then, of course, the offensive line, which we're going to discuss, I think Breece Hall is destined to finally fulfill his potential of the guy we thought we were getting out of the draft, all right? And he's either going to get franchise tagged by the Jets, he's either going to get extended by the Jets, he is either just going to he's going to walk in free agency, or he even gets traded, okay? So very intriguing year for Breece Hall. And Braelon Allen, Teron Armstead, former Miami Dolphin, was on Good Morning Football this week, and they were talking about who's going to be the best 1-2 punch in the NFL, and he said Braelon Allen and Breece Hall. This is a guy that was a Miami Dolphin for so many years, and he says that out of nowhere. Now, that doesn't mean it's guaranteed going to happen, but I think we're sleeping on a little bit of Braelon Allen. He was fantastic early on in the season last year, and then everything fell apart. And Braelon Allen, if you look at the numbers, they were pretty bad. But you watch the film and you see the real potential of Braelon Allen, where if you combine a mobile quarterback with these two talents at the running back position with an offensive line, and more importantly, the scheme. Now, we have no idea what to expect from these coaches. They're all brand new. We can say, yeah, the coaching's better, but we don't know yet. We don't know anything about these coaches. But if you're a Jets fan, you think to yourself, well, it's not Keith Carter anymore, so it's obviously better, right? Even if it's a little bit better, it's still bad. That's my point. We don't know what this coaching staff is capable of. And you talk about the brand new running game coming from Detroit that's being installed by Tanner Engstrand, right? And the brand new offensive line coach coming from Detroit. There's going to be a brand new scheme. And then you add on the talent that the Jets have on the offensive line. Now, if you're a Jets fan, I do want to say this. I would definitely recommend lowering your expectations a little bit about this offensive line because it is so exciting on paper, but they have not done anything yet. They have not been anywhere close to being a good offensive line yet as a unit. They've individually showed upside. Armand Membu, rookie, don't know, pure upside. We don't know anything about his ability in the NFL yet. Olu Fashanu, we only saw 6 games. And one of those games against Seattle was like dominant. Like he literally looked like a all-pro left tackle. Like you're not getting by me. That is what, if Olu can replicate that game against Seattle, and that's who he is consistently, he will be one of the best left tackles in the NFL. That's how good that game was, and he showed glimpses of that throughout the rest of the season, and then he got hurt, of course, without even starting the season. So Olu is pure upside. And then John Simpson, we saw a good season individually. What makes or break offensive lines, folks, is how they are able to communicate. How can they pass off? Right? How do they prepare for stunts if they need to be on a string? So my point is, us Jets fans are looking at this offensive line on paper, left to right, and we're like, wow, this could be one of the better offensive lines in football. They're going to need time to figure each other out, and that's okay. So I think my expectation for the Jets offensive line, which connects to the run game, of course, which connects to the offense as a whole, is going to take time. I think by the end of the season, my expectation for this offense in particular, not even talk about the defense, that's a whole other conversation, of course, it's going to take time for there to be continuity. There's going to be some hiccups. There are going to be miscommunications. They're going to give up a tough sack, or they're going to have a mishap in terms of communication. Then they're going to figure each other out. Then they're going to get on the same page because everything is so fresh and brand new on this team. And that's not a bad thing. It's just going to take some time for things to get through the kinks. So if there's little kinks and bruises early on in this offense, don't hit the panic button and thinking like, oh, here we go, same old Jets, we stink. Like, I'm giving this coaching staff their opportunity to struggle so they can learn from that adversity. Because that's where cultures are born. That's how it's built. It's through struggle. It's like, okay, we messed this up. Now when we tweak it, we get better. That's how you improve. That's called development as a football team. So I feel like this is the key to the New York Jets' 2025 success, simply the running game. Want to give you this quick stat that I've said multiple times on the channel that regards to Justin Fields and the run game potential. He is one of 3 quarterbacks of all time, okay, to put up over 1,000 yards rushing as a quarterback. It was only Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, and Mike Vick. The only quarterbacks that are capable of. That's just showing you the actual potential Justin Fields is as a runner. What's going to make or break him as a New York Jet is his ability to throw the football down the field. Are we going to see Justin Fields click? Because if the running game clicks, that is what's going to be able to support a potential of Justin Fields to let things click through the passing game. Because we don't want to just run the football every single time. Of course, we got to get Mr. Garrett Wilson himself the ball. So I think it all starts up front. It all starts with establishing a run game. 1st and 10. You hand it off to Breece Hall. You pick up 4 yards. It's 2nd and 4. You give it to Braelon Allen. It's 3rd and 1. And then you got Justin Fields on a tush push or something like that. I feel like if they can start mauling people in the run game, that's what's going to set up the ultimate play action where things are going to start to click for Justin Fields mentally. He's going to be able to drop back to pass. The whole defense gets sucked in because they got to stop this run game that the Jets established. And now all of a sudden, Justin Fields has wide open weapons down the football field and let them go make some plays, specifically Garrett Wilson, who is going to get the ball a lot. So I think that is the ultimate key for this New York Jets offense to actually click and look like one of the better offenses we've seen in recent years. Because the offense for the New York Jets, it feels like my whole life, it's been abysmal, right? The last time the Jets offense was any sort of good was 2015, and we missed the playoffs. Right? It's been bad. So I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. It's going to be a brand new system. And obviously, it all starts up front, first and foremost, protecting the quarterback and running the football. I can't end the video without bringing up Isaiah Davis real quick because Isaiah Davis is a very unique element of this running game. He's going to be part of this because Isaiah Davis, he's going to be that pass catcher. He's going to be the guy to catch some screens out of the backfield, run some routes, run an angle route, be a little check down guy, and get the rock. I mean, he showed some sparks a little bit at the end of the season last year, Isaiah Isaiah Davis. So he's going to be a really cool dynamic third back. And then you got Donovan Edwards, who is fighting for that running back 4 spot, who could potentially do that. I mean, I loved him in Michigan. I liked him in the draft in terms of just covering him at the Senior Bowl. The fact that the Jets got him as an undrafted free agent, I thought was a really good decision. He's fighting for a roster spot. So the Jets running back room is deep. So I definitely do not want to forget about those 2 players because they potentially have an impact in the running game. I'm excited to see what this offense is going to look like. I'm not expecting it to be top tier by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just talking about the philosophy that it needs to be instilled and focused on, number 1, the run game, and then everything starts to click around it, all right? So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. This is a longer video, so I'm curious. If you stayed all the way to the end, hit that like button and comment a plane emoji. Because when I see those plane emojis, I know you stayed all the way up until this moment of the video at the end. Love you guys so much. JETS, 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 Jets. See you next time. Peace.